Coach, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
23-yard line.
Check line 54. Line 54. You must be true. Check 43. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Hungley into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Check back.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Exit.
Operating from the gun. Fields. There goes a deep. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score is nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Throwing, Hungley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So on fourth down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. Returning it is Moore. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Taylor. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. So they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hundley nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here's Matt Wild now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. We got to get the ball, D, get the...
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Switch up, switch up.
They'll run with Taylor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They run the counter. It's Evans, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Hey, hold on. I got it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hundley, and he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 1st touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, come on, now, come on, now.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there on a first down for Seattle. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Hey, hold on. Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
From the gun on 3rd down. Fields. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, switch gears. Switch out.
From the gun, Fields. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 7, Hundley, and the catch made by Hopkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Come on, QB, come on.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 26, check 26. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check.
They run the counter. It's Logan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch 54, watch 54.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw again on 2nd down. Hundley over the middle, complete. That's Logan. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you're going to take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now this throw caught left side. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Right 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Second and 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Ready, set. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick is indeed good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded at the 6.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think I wasn't nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Montez Sweat in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They're going to look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he lost the football. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Right there. 54. Right there.
Here's Taylor. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The give to Taylor. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Check right, check right.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Off. The pass.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the calendar changed. October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.